Good, good evening. Good evening. It's sun's not down yet, so early evening. Good evening. Good afternoon. Good morning. Whatever the case may be. Welcome to Aloha Tonight. Tonight's episode. I ain't mad. And it looks like we've got a vagrant in the house.
What ain't you mad about?
Welcome, Edwin Boyette. I'm screen sharing, so I have to move this up a little bit so people don't see that green bar. Here we go. What ain't I mad about? I ain't mad about nothing, man.
Nice.
It's so weird. It's so weird. And I don't want to be, saying this as if I'm saying anything bad about anybody else. Hi, everybody. Hi, Jalapeno Milk, P Money, and General Devereaux, and Matt Cosson, IVV, Nate Plus Ultra. That's a new one. Withheld, rather not. Say RayThaula, Jalapeno Milk, David Rogers, Matt Cosson. I already said that already. Zeno the Stoic, Darpa Trader, and everybody else who's here so far. Hello, one and all. Hope you're all having a wonderful, glorious, beautiful evening, wherever you are. How are you, Edwin? Are you mad?
No, I don't think so. Do I need to be?
No. No. I don't know what it is. I stepped away from all of this constant anger
Oh, hang on. They are saying something is odd about my sound.
because I have your desktop audio all the way down. Say hello again, Edwin.
Hello.
Is it Edwin you're looking for? All right. So gosh darn it. I mean, and
Well, tell you what. Let me get my cup of coffee.
all right, you get your cup of coffee, and I'll get my mind settled while I say hello to my little friends. Mike always forgets to turn the sound up after transitioning from the intro music. Exactly. You'd think I'd remember, because I forget so often. But that was a nice intro, right? It's all love and joy and footloose and fancy free and all that fun stuff. Was I wearing this shirt yesterday? It smells okay. Was I wearing the shirt yesterday? I can't remember if I changed my shirt when I got up. Whoops. Hello. Apparently Mike is not mad. Good to hear, although I'm worried why he could be mad. That's the thing. IVV for $2 says, "Are you the Joe Rogan of the comic book industry?" I'm not sure how I could be. I don't know. Is Joe Rogan not mad either? Mr. Dead in his pocket says, "I don't know about you, but I'm pissed." Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. Have a beer. 53 watching now, 10 likes. Please hit that like, hit that share button. It doesn't cost you anything to be here, unless you're a member, in which case it costs you very little to be here. But wow, your shirt is tripping me out.
Why is my shirt tripping?
Dude, that is, I want to see if that shows up on YouTube. It is like, you're like optical illusion man on my screen.
Did your kids give you mushrooms?
No, dude, your shirt's giving me mushrooms. You're tripping me out, dude. That's a very tight striped shirt, isn't it? Tight stripes?
Yes. Oh, I see what you mean. It's got a little bit of...
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can see it on the YouTube, but it's really crazy on my Hangouts. It's even like more contrasty on my Hangouts. It looks like you've got some 3D image doing the wave on your shirt.
Whoa, dude.
Trip out on that, dude.
Just kidding. Beat it, hippies.
Beat it, you hippies. All right, what am I?
We don't smoke marijuana. We don't do.
Lee Monger Bear says, "Love you both," and we love you, Lee Monger. And we ain't mad. We ain't mad at you. Ain't nobody mad. All right, so what am I not mad about? Apparently anything. because I took a step back, right? And
Right.
I just noticed, and again, this is nothing against anybody because I love all these guys. I'm not going to point out any particular YouTubers that I'm used to watching regularly, and I just kind of took a step back and stopped watching for a minute and just kind of got into entertainment and chill stuff, and then I stepped back to try to watch some of these shows, and I'm like, so much of this is driven by anger.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to put shows on, and I'll watch for like 2 minutes, and I'm like, oh, I can't. I'm just
No.
I can't. I'm just.
I have not consumed any of this material for months. Like, where you've got the clickbait title and this is, they're doing this in the movies today, or this bad person did this horror bad thing. I don't watch any of that.
Yeah, and and again, nothing against anybody. These are all great guys, and I want to stream with them and all this kind of stuff. But I can't consume it.
No,
I don't know.
I don't even like to produce it unless I absolutely feel obligated to. There was somebody that said, and this sentiment has been expressed in a bunch of different ways. Franklin Delano Roosevelt said, "Judge me by my enemies." I think, was it Rucka who said a hero is defined by his villains? And let's be honest, none of us are
I don't know.
heroes.
I say that all the time, though.
we're boomers at best. But if I'm going to be defined by the people I contest with, do I really want to be arguing about somebody's opinions about a YouTube video or a comic book?
Yeah, and it's funny because, like, somebody posted, because I'm on Facebook now, and someone posted a page from, it's Catwoman, I think, and Harley Quinn or something, and they're talking about just something, and it's just so ridiculous that it ends up saying that are they evil? No, it's worse. They're nostalgic. And I thought, my first instinct was, oh man, that would make a great video, just sitting there tearing that apart. And I'm like, I just don't have the energy.
No.
I don't have the energy for that much kind of just anger, and it's just 12 levels of stupid, but I'll let somebody else handle that. I'm sure they'll get 1,000 clicks for it, but it's like,
if the point of comic books is maybe a little bit of social commentary, but primarily escapism, and every time we do some entertainment, theoretically some entertainment, one of these streams, if we're dragging everybody into a fresh mess, are we being responsible to our audience, right?
yeah,
Is that what you want to cultivate?
it's just exhausting.
Yeah,
It's so exhausting. It was exhausting because that was a couple days ago, and that I thought about doing it, and I was already sort of on my way out of being interested in doing that sort of stuff, and then, like, again, just trying to go back in and even watching some of these guys who, again, love these guys, friends with these guys.
Yeah.
I just don't want to watch that stuff.
I think we both covered the shootings. We both covered the shootings, and probably from different perspectives. But that's a significant.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Maybe the shootings were just so real and something to legitimately be upset about that all this other stuff becomes so much fluff and wasting energy on being angry about it. Maybe that is it.
Well, I think a year ago I was angry at the comics industry because they were depriving people of opportunity unless they had the correct politics, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were actively seeking to interfere with people's ability to do commerce. That's not the case anymore. As far as I can see, everybody who wants to, and who is, someone like yourself who is capable of producing high-level work, is absolutely capable of thriving. And there's very little anyone can do to interfere with that.
Yeah.
They might could mess with you at a convention if you really got over the top trolly, but I mean, for
Who,
you
me?
now, yeah. I mean, if you just went, if woke up under the bridge and then logged on to YouTube, but they can't really interfere with you. You have the capacity to make your books and to thrive. So what's the point of being angry at people now? I figure anybody in mainstream comics wants to be there at this point.
Right.
Because an alternative has been shown to them. Right?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think everybody pays this much attention.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. Well, oddly enough, even though we're so insulated in this whole Twitterverse, Comicsgate, blah blah blah, that we just assume everybody knows what we're talking about. Everybody does not know what we're talking about. We are not. I mean, we may be the talk of certain corners of the internet and certain corners of the convention circuit, but I've been to the convention circuit. Not everybody has a clue what Comicsgate is, or Indiegogo.
I got swatted. I got swatted for it probably, but when I wore a shirt with all kinds of hashtags on it at a convention,
nobody
met thousands of people.
Yeah.
Everybody smiled at me.
Yeah.
I'm just so even within a niche hobby and comic books, for a reader, it is a niche hobby. There's just not a lot of people involved in it.
And or this space, is a niche within a niche within a niche.
Yes.
Within a niche.
Yes.
With a niche. With a niche. Jalapeno Milk for $2 says episode 5 of The Boys is straw man Christian bashing. I have not seen The Boys yet, so
I had to punch out of it, man. It was just so vulgar.
Yeah.
And so heavy. It was just not for us.
Mm.
It was like,
I get a lot of people telling me I should watch it.
It's like Game of Thrones without the redemptive
Ah.
the worst elements of Game of Thrones without the redemptive elements.
Now, what is it a Mark Miller story?
Oh, it's the kind. Somebody will put it in here. Yeah. It's evil Justice League. And they're just kind of rock stars in corporate doing pretty much whatever the heck they want and exploiting their heroism. Garth Ennis, yeah, I don't know why I said
Garth Ennis. Oh.
Yeah, exploiting essentially. There's this huge corporation that it exploits the celebrity of these heroes, and they get exempted from laws. And there's kind of some interesting things to that. I thought that was kind of timely.
This is very interesting to me. It feels very much like the 80s all over again, but instead of in the comic shops, this is happening in media, in the bigger media. Like we had they ran through all of the great 80s storylines, because that's when all the great storylines are from, in all of the different movies and TV and whatnot. Now here comes Watchmen and Dark Knight Returns and Wild Cards and all of the deconstructive stuff that came out in the 80s that followed all the greatest 80s stories are now... Yeah. It seems like we're repeating it, but on the mass media scale.
Did you find Wild Cards to be deconstructive? Maybe it's because
I didn't read it. I just that's what I've always understood.
Oh, got it.
I've done some covers for the books, but I've never read it. But yeah.
Vigilante Review says, I heard Off-Worlder was canceled today. Yeah, it's going to be restarted. It's going to be restarted and formatted correctly so that the campaign is coherent and shows up in all the different categories.
Yeah, I was talking to Ben about that yesterday.
Yeah, he's just got to structure it properly, but he knows what to do now. He knows what to do, so he'll be good to go. What was I going to say? Can I go back to the main topic before we got? Yeah. So I was thinking, even like commenting on some of these professionals. Hey, Mr. Dead in his pocket.
Hey, new member. Thank you. Welcome,
Yeah.
Mr. Dead. We'll just call you Mr. Dead.
Mr. Dead. Yeah, that's a little bit simpler. I was thinking about like these comic pros who make all these wackadoodle statements, and occasionally it's interesting to touch on, but only very occasionally, because I was thinking about it as few people who actually read comic books. Even some of these people who maybe have large Twitter followings, comics is such a small sliver of popular culture in society, at least printed comic books.
Yeah.
They could be expressing some of the worst sentiments ever, and they just really don't have any sentiment, or they don't have any influence outside of the comic book industry itself.
Yeah.
So if select whatever professional you can think of from Marvel or DC who is expressing maybe the very worst pro-Antifa sentiments, they are not persuading anyone to be friendly to Antifa. They are not persuading anyone to vote for Bernie Sanders. All they're doing is identifying themselves to people who have similar views and probably have very little political influence themselves. So, I mean, how much time do you want to spend contesting with weirdos? Would that be better spent talking about like principles or bigger issues or practical levels where people can take action in their own lives and in their own communities? You know what I mean?
Or in my example, drawing.
Yes. But I mean, you know you're going to talk about politics. We're both going to talk about politics over this election cycle.
Yeah.
But do I want to be talking about what an editor at Marvel just said yesterday?
Leave it to somebody else.
Yeah, I mean, maybe just very occasionally, but it's not like they have any influence.
No. Nope. People got to realize, us comic book creators, not you, you're in a different field. We're not that important. Seriously, not that important. In the grand scheme of things, our entire industry could go away, and the gross domestic product of America would not even notice.
Yeah.
So,
and I
John
get
Malin
it,
says, I don't get links these days. Well, John, that's because I'm not on Twitter and you're not on Facebook. Get on Facebook, John.
Gotta get on up. Let's see. Let me actually tweet out the link. I ain't mad. But most of the things I want to do, if I talk about politics, I'll talk about politics. Occasionally, I'll talk about politics in the context of comic books. But I definitely don't want to be talking about the micropolitics of fandoms. That is just so incredibly boring.
Yeah.
And dude, I reread Punchline from Antarctic Press.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that's Bill Williams and our boy Matt Weldon. Good book.
Ya boy, Matt.
Yeah, good book.
Yeah. You know what I listened to? I've never read this story, but I listened to a dramatic reading of Batman Long Halloween today. And I like Tim Sale as a person, but I've never been a huge fan of his art, so I never read it. But it is amazing how much of that the Chris Nolan stole for the Batman movies.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, like, wow. That was like his source material. I don't know if I've ever even heard about that before, but boy, oh boy, I was like, I hope Jeff Loeb got paid for this.
Let's see. Let me catch a couple of chants. Let's see. Wild mailing approaching. Somebody had a good point. Let's see. Mr. Dead in his pockets. Let's catch his comments since he's a new reader or a new member. You guys are very important. The stories of our childhood is part of what shapes us as adults. This is why the left has done everything to infiltrate pop culture. It's time to fight back. All right. So let me break that statement down for you. Virtually no one, and let me not rely just on my own opinion. Let me pull up Comicron. So I'm not just making up numbers. I was looking at these earlier today. Why is Comicron being so slow? All right. Well, maybe not.
It's mad at you.
Yeah, it's mad at me. It's sensed. It's like, oh no, you're gonna.
It's that Indicron guy. Get him out of here.
Get him out of here. Block all Indicrons. They're the worst. Through the month of June, direct market sales for all categories. So you're talking about graphic novels, floppies, toys, all that good stuff. Direct market means local comic book stores, stands at about $250 million. $250 million for half the year. This is divided up. I'm not exactly certain how many comic book stores there are, but there's somewhere between 1,850 and 2,000 stores.
I don't think there's that many anymore.
I'm just saying
numbers. I think it's down
probably,
to like 1,600 or something.
That's probably optimistic, but I know at that level I'm probably not understating it, right?
Yeah.
All right. So through the month of June, sales of individual copies of floppy comic books, single issue comic books, to local comic book stores are down -5%. So they're down 5%. And this is over 3 consecutive down years. Cash value of all sales is down 0.5%. I wouldn't put too much faith in that because it's such a small number. You know, once you get down to a very small number, you just don't really, you could have an accounting error there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But that suggests that at best, monetary value of sales this year is flat, zero growth. All right. Average Americans do not encounter comic books anymore. So the direct influence of a comic book published today on the larger popular culture is pretty minimal. Now, if it's something that Marvel is going to be doing for one of their MCU movies, that stuff is plotted out, and it may not even track anything exactly or only approximately that's published in a comic book. Maybe they will make it align more closely, but the movies have their own writers and they have their own ideas of the stories that they want to tell. And even as wackadoodle as sometimes they may get in the comic books themselves, generally the movies, the characters are generally heroic, right? There's very few anti-heroes in the big mainstream movies because Americans who are going to see a popcorn flick want their heroes to be relatively heroic, even if those heroes don't correspond closely with what people are used to seeing in their classic comic books, right? Now, if you want a comic book as a source of values or a supplement to the things that you are going to expose your children to, like a supplementary entertainment for them, yeah, absolutely, you should be able to have good stuff. And guess what? Good stuff is available. Miller's making it. The Brightwisers are making it. Nino Towski will be making that type of content. And there's a couple of
John
other people.
Malin.
John Malin's is maybe a little bit more mature.
I was going to go with immature.
Oh.
Oh.
No, I just assumed that Graveyard Shift was more for like 15 plus. I don't know.
Can you send John the link?
Yeah, I absolutely can. I
think he wants to come in.
See, I've got to go get it out of the Facebooks, the friend books.
Yeah, I know. I do. Okay, maybe I'm dismissing my own value here a little harshly. Art, you have the link. Come on in. He's on Facebook.
That's right. Of course he is. Actually, We sent it. Oh crap! That's gonna hang on. Malin, this may open up a. You may have to delete some of that. That is a crazy looking link. Oh man. Hang on. Let me. I think I can get the link out of here. Can I copy a? Yeah, copy a link. Yeah, got it. I can do that. Malin, ignore that old link. I'm going to send you.
He'll figure it out someday, ladies and gentlemen.
A more better link.
So, I think perhaps long term, if we keep at this, because my goal is not to create. Okay, that's not really true. Right now, I'm not worried about creating a product to take it to Hollywood. Right? I'm worried about building a universe. Now, I do expect that someday in the future, these books, these properties will start getting the attention of Hollywood, or an alternative to Hollywood that is not controlled by Stalin.
Oh, maybe Bollywood. We could get like some musical numbers with Lone Star.
No, I know for a fact, and I don't know who these people are, but I know the person who knows them. There are a group of very, very wealthy individuals who want to create a counter media conglomerate to Hollywood. I mean, we're talking billionaires. And so in the future, there may be an avenue outside of, the leftist cesspool that is Hollywood, for content that is more family oriented, not pushing the left wing agenda, all that kind of fun stuff.
Asuka says, Edwin, that was cringy. Yes, brother. Yes, that is the best part of being a boomer. You don't have to worry about being cool.
That is how we do. But so, long term, maybe we'll have some sort of an influence on the greater media. But for right now, man, I draw funny books and I sell them to a handful of thousands of people. And I mean, God bless you all for supporting me in my efforts, but I don't think I'm changing the world with it.
I tell you what, if you're looking for that big impact, and I cannot give you any specifics, but if you're looking for that big cultural impact, and no offense, because Mike Miller is my brother, I consider, God, I've spent a lot of time with you this last year. Looking at your face.
Oh man, you're turning my hairs gray.
If you're looking for that big cultural impact for comic books, I cannot give you any specifics, but the people you need to be paying attention to are the Brightwisers. And when that matures and manifests, you guys' jaws are going to drop. Sorry, not to take anything away from you, Mike. It's just...
No, Mitch is working on a lot more stuff.
Yeah.
I'm a one-man crew here, and I don't have the infrastructure. If I did, Atomic Family would probably be done already. Mike, you have George R. R. Martin on my side. Well, George is pretty hard left, so I don't know if he's got the same ideology as I do when it comes to entertainment.
Yeah, but some more things will manifest from. So keep an eye on Allegiant. That is Mitch Breitweiser's publishing house.
Yeah,
I think everyone will be pleasantly surprised. Matt C. Mitch has started giving updates on YouTube again and so forth, and I had him on with me about six weeks ago. So he's working again. He is working again. Well, he's been working this whole time.
Matt C. That I love that idea. He said maybe the real Comicsgate was the friends we made along the way.
Oh yeah,
I love that.
Absolutely. And there's so many good people. There's so many good people, and we should not let that get obscured, because all these fantastic people have made so many things possible. So many things possible. And sometimes we get fixated on the squeakiest wheels. And there's a lot of good folks who are just kind of kicking back with their feet up, enjoying the ride.
Squeaky wheels get the subs.
Chicken Sith in chat here was just down at the Bell County Comic Convention and got a chance to meet our boy Mattie Rub.
Oh, right on. I sent Matt the link too. I don't know where he is.
Dynamo says this stream is human NyQuil. Very good.
Sorry.
Yeah, we got
Jim Crotty says gay.
This is how though we've kind of become denatured a little bit. We've kind of become denatured. We seek out these points of conflict. The problem with that is the conflict always has to get escalated because you get I see a crying baby.
I'm blowing this up so you can see it better in your I know.
Call the ambulance. Oh no. Oh man. The problem is people adapt quickly to different levels of conflict, and so you have a slow escalation. So it's going to get to the point where people are going to have to be, I don't know, punching people in the throat meat on streams to even register anymore.
Yeah.
Sunday, one night only.
Well, the funny thing is, this isn't really new, right? Because I remember back when we first started the Aloha Hour a year ago. A year ago, Edwin, we started the Aloha Hour. I don't remember when the first official episode was, but we've been doing this, brother, you and I, for a year. Wow. Off and on.
Yeah.
And I remember back then, people would say, I come to the Aloha Hour to get away.
Yeah, to get away
from all the
that.
Vitriol in the rest of the community.
Yeah.
Right?
Pepperidge Farms remembers. Pepperidge Farms
remembers. So, I don't know where John and Art are. I thought John wanted to come in, but I guess not. Maybe, I hope I didn't hurt his fifis. He's a sensitive soul. He's a soft touch, that one.
Well, that's
I just like important. To harass him from the until he shows up.
You know, one thing that is important though is to cultivate an audience that is happy with that environment.
Yeah.
You know, having some conversation, showing them some art.
Yeah, I saw somebody comment that they used to watch the Aloha Hour, but then Mike started doing cross-examinations, and so I bowed out because I'm like, okay, it not my whole it's not the only show I do, and if if you don't want to, whatever.
Well, cool.
I don't care.
We can get a discount on the senior coffee now.
Right.
Welcome to the stream, Aren't T. Barrett.
Yes.
Hello.
What is it? The blue hair special? No, the blue light special, right?
Well, for you, blue hair works.
If it's the red light, then that's a different thing.
Art.
Roxanne,
you don't have to turn on the red ink.
Oh, I disagree. How you guys doing?
Doing well, Art. We're not angry. You seem a little angry.
About what?
Golly, about apparently some of your fair weather friends have turned their back on you. Are you okay?
Oh, I saw that. I saw that where somebody was trying to reduce you to a hashtag.
Yeah, a buzzword, a hashtag. Yeah, it's amazing.
Are you okay, Art?
Yeah.
We still love you.
I'm not mad.
You know what, angry. Art? We love you for who you are, not for the hashes that you tag.
For the hashtag I've become. The horrible hashtag I've become.
Yes.
Here's what Dynamo says. Dynamo says, Edwin, find something interesting to talk about. The extensive meta commentary isn't interesting. Well, it was just something Mike was thinking about.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you've got You want to go watch some people throwing mud? There's you got a myriad number of channels to choose from. So if you don't find this interesting,
but he's just working through it, and sometimes this is useful. This is useful for other people too, because you've got to decide what you want from life and how you're going to get there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how you want to use your irreplaceable time.
All I want is a good brush that holds a lot of ink.
Hey,
Nice.
Art, do you ever use... sorry, this is going to get all art wonky. Do you ever use this stuff to clean your brushes?
Is it the soap? What is the
No. This is a brush cleaner. And, man, it'll clean... I know we don't use oils, but it cleans oils out almost instantly. And then, like, acrylics, and I would sort of assume... I use the... It's a pretty harsh chemical.
What is the chemical?
That's a good question.
It should say on the label.
It should say on the label.
It says Drano. You just dip the brush. You just pour a little bit on a little plate, and then
I just opened it up and I stuck the tip of my brush in and I let it soak for a couple minutes. It doesn't say what the chemical is, but I'll tell you what. I took the back of my thing to poke the hole through the seal. I pulled it up, and the orange was already melting off my brush. So it was pretty harsh chemical.
Well, does it hurt the bristles at all?
No.
Well, it may, depending on what the bristles are made out of.
Yeah, it's some sort of a thinner, so you can't put plastic in it.
Yeah.
Okay. Because the thing about the solid bar, because you have to kind of lather it up with the brush, kind of how you lather your hair with the soap. It does kind of wear the brushes, the bristles out, the hairs.
It takes the spring away.
Yeah, so if you could just dip it in and then it just eats it away, it would be a lot better, and you get more longevity out of the brush. Have you used it for a long time?
No, I've just tried it for the first time on this brush that has been giving me some hell, and I don't know. I haven't tried doing the razor thin lines, but it did seem like it helped a little bit.
What's the cleaner called?
It's a Winsor Newton.
Oh, so it's made for brushes.
Yeah, it's Winsor Newton brush cleaner and restorer for dried acrylic and oil color. Non-hazardous, biodegradable, low vapor.
Don't drink.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm pulling it up now. I'm just trying to see if there's an MSDS for it. Material safety data sheet. It tells about the hazards of the chemical. Item specs.
It says keep out of the hands of Art T. Bear.
Hey, Art, have you talked to Marantz lately?
I talked to him at San Diego Comic-Con. I think he's releasing a new book, right?
Yeah, he's got a Kickstarter running right now.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to show that. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I shared that one. That looks like a big 90s book.
Hold on. The weird thing is I tried to Google it on Kickstarter and I couldn't find it.
You want me to pull it up? You want me to give you a link, or?
I can do it.
All right.
I could do it. I'm pretty sure I could figure it out.
His variant covers.
Kickstarter.
Pray for the Sinner. Prey.
Yeah. The thing is, I was looking up Marantz Michaels, and his name is like not on it. It's funny. It's his book. I don't know why.
Boom.
There it is. All right, so let me share this out. Bing. Oh, it's already shared. All right, cool. So this is just a video of him talking about it. So I'm just going to go through the art. Guys, Marantz, one of the coolest guys in comics. Right, Art?
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He is a good guy. He's a good guy. And this should be a pretty cool book. Too many covers, but for people who just love covers, then there you go. So
he's got Dietrich Smith doing the pencils and the interiors.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an old extreme guy too. He did a
really?
black and white pinup in the day. Yeah, he's a good guy.
Oh, I should probably turn this Aloha thing off so you can see it better.
Let's see. Let me put a link to it in the chat.
Yeah, do that, would you?
Anybody wants to take a look?
Marat will be on the show, but he wants to wait until he's got the Indiegogo of this going before he comes on. So he's like, you'll get one chance to make a good impression. I'm like, all right, that's fair enough.
Rhaegar Targaryen says, pray for the double Ds. that is accurate, Rhaegar.
I think that's a single D.
He proposed to his wife at the Extreme Studios panel. I think it was last year.
Yeah.
It was a showstopper.
That's nice.
Let's see, Mike, you've got a $10 super chat.
Woohoo!
This comes from General Devereaux, WC. How about the Goonies for drawn and quartered? Probably get good views for that and high bids for those pieces. That's an interesting idea. But tomorrow night is going to be Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo-Doo.
Jalapeno Milk does not like that idea, but too bad.
Oh, it's going to be great. I want you to think about these gentlemen drawing Velma and Daphne. There you go. And just contemplate that. Contemplate. Oh, yeah, I haven't talked to Anna in a little bit. That Star Wars girl. I wonder if she will come in for. Yeah, I gotta put out the roster call in the Twitter group.
Edwin just made Scooby-Doo dirty.
Oh no. Oh no.
Terrible. All right.
Speaking
so I just
of getting dirty, do you want to come in, Art? Do you want to come draw some Scooby-Doo with us?
I would love to, except I'm going to get this book done this week.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm 3 panels away from completion. So then black and white will be done, and I'm thinking by the end of next week, we should be sending it out to the printer. So that's going to be awesome.
All right. Well, there's about 4,000 different covers you can choose from, including R-rated covers.
Go to that cola cover.
John Malin should appreciate that. Huh?
There was one that's an homage to, I think, a cover from a video game. It's called Pray Cola. Scroll back up to that one because that cover was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, this one. That's nice. Art Nate Zerdy.
And I believe though that's an homage from a video game, and somebody can tell us.
Oh, from stupid game my kids play all the time.
Yeah, that one.
Fallout. Thank you, Mr. Dennis Pocket. Yeah. So lots of good stuff. Please do check it out. Check it outers. Marant's a great guy. He will be on the program soon. Couldn't make it today, but I told him I would try to pimp this up for him regardless. And when he comes on, it'll be good because he's a good guy. It'd be cool to get like you, Art, Marat, Todd Knock. Just get some old extreme guys together for an extreme hangout.
All right, speaking of extreme, I've got 2 very extreme comments. One comes from RayThaula, and it's an accusation. He says, Art is boycotting Drawn and Quartered until Mike gets over his rabid hatred of Kiss as a topic.
That could be a point.
Is
yes,
that true, Art T-Bear?
Maybe.
And then a man in a lunacy just has a small observation. He says, Pinochet did nothing wrong. Pinochet. Yeah. It's just don't. If you're going to buy helicopter tickets from Pinochet, I'd probably only buy one at a time.
I'm missing the point.
Pinochet?
Yeah.
From South America? You don't remember the sort of semi-fascist kind of guy who was accused of like taking communists on helicopter rides and kicking them out of the helicopter.
Oh my gosh. No, I remember the name. I just don't remember what he was known for.
Yeah. That's
Interesting. Well, there you go. I can't know everything.
And unrelated coma says, Edwin, buying tickets, you know the helicopter rides were free. Yeah. But only one way, unfortunately. Oh, all right, so you're going to finish up Black and White this week, huh?
Yes. Yes, I am.
How many pages are left?
After this one? This is it, Mike.
This is it?
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a John Malin. A Malin of John.
A Wayward
Aloha.
Malin has appeared. Aloha.
What, are we amazed that art got done or something?
Yeah.
Art, you've had forever on that.
I'm gonna get a helicopter though with my Indiegogo money, and I'm gonna throw fascists out. Is that right?
I think it's communist, but
Communist out of
so Antifa.
Yeah.
you could go both ways, I guess.
Yeah,
Whoa.
honestly.
You know, you need your hobbies.
Who invited John? DJ Peterson, apparently not happy that John is here.
What?
John, did you do something to our fine friend DJ Peterson?
That's a big negative.
All right.
Hey, John, congrats on the success, man. That thing is cleaning up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank you, Art. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it looks great, too.
Yeah, congrats.
Mike, where were you at the end of 30 days?
I don't know. Somewhere better than you.
We'll say, well, we don't have to guess. We can pull
Damn
up
it.
Banker Tracker. We can pull up Banker Tracker and find out exactly.
I don't think it works like that.
I think it does.
I think it doesn't.
Unfortunately. Let's see. Lone Star. Banker Tracker. Why are you going so slow? Let's try it again.
So, John, you get your internet worked out?
Friday, I'm going to have people from WoW come out and hook me up. So, yeah, it looks like it's my internet connection because AT&T has me capped at 1 or 1.5 megabits per second.
Huh. And you can't just get a higher package?
I would if I could. They said that's it for my area.
Oh,
and
wow.
I'm not out. I don't live in the boondocks.
Apparently you do, John.
Yeah, I guess so.
Jalapeno milk for $2. John, they found a worse D&Q topic than your MS Claus. Apparently,
Mrs. Claus?
there's a couple of people who don't like the idea of doing Scooby-Doo.
Well, they will when they see my Velma.
Velma. Va-va-va-boom, Velma.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Mike, you did, at the end of 30 days, it looks like you were sitting a little bit over 100,000.
How much over?
Well, I would have to do a whole lot more math than I want to do right now. I thought there was a solid bar that showed cumulative, but it doesn't work there.
Oh, I can look it up. Jeez. Hold on.
John, do you still have a week on your campaign? Your 30-day?
Yeah.
And where are you at?
9 days.
I'm
88, I think.
88?
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
$89,380.
Or $89,380.
1,197 backers.
Nice.
Very nice.
I was trying to rope-a-dope Mike with the lower number.
Hold on. Jeez. Some of us are working, you know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oops. Oh, no,
All right. Chicken Sith has volunteered to be a live model for Shaggy, if needed.
Clothing optional.
All right. Campaign.
Send him over to
insights.
Gary.
At the end of day 30, I was at $109,933.
Nice.
All right,
So it looks like we're Yeah, it looks like we're meeting up. We're gonna meet up at the 100,000.
Oh no! It just got wacky at the Millers.
That's what we do here.
Come on. Micah, come on. Come on, Micah.
All right.
Come on. Come on,
Weird.
Micah.
Oh my gosh, he's in it.
Is it JoJo in the costume?
No, it's Micah. It's the dancing bear's back. Ladies and gentlemen, the dancing bear returns.
Micah, come on. Come on, Micah. Come on.
There's no music,
Come on,
Micah.
Micah. Come on.
Aww. Are you suffering from heat stroke?
Come on.
It must get. Look at him. He's like. It's hot in there, doesn't it?
Oh, it's getting good to JoJo though.
Gosh, I thought he was just like standing behind it and holding the arms. You've got an envelope stuck to you now. Your other arm.
You okay?
We gotta find some way to make that
You okay?
not lethal. That's my life, ladies and gentlemen. At least you didn't have a stroke that time.
The comics bear says a person in a bear costume. That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the first time that happened about a year ago, Edwin almost stroked out.
Oh yeah, man. I was prepared. I was prepared for that. I'm just now accustomed to myself that weird stuff is going to pop up behind Mike at any odd moment. But the first dozen times it happens, it'll throw you for a loop, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, John, give us an update. Where are you on your book?
$89,380.
I mean, how far have you gotten on the production?
No, I'm still around page 10.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. My delivery's in March, Mike.
that's fine. What's that got
Yeah.
to do with it? Where's your work ethic, John?
Yeah. It's been in my basement. It's been in my internet. It's been in everything.
Keeping
I haven't
you-
even been able to promote this book for the last 5 days.
Oh man.
So, has it been 5 days? Not probably 3 days. I don't know. Feels like forever though.
Yeah.
have you got your OBS sorted out now so you can have guests and such?
In theory, I have it sorted out. I won't know until I can actually get people on a stream. I had Ben Jones on, but that was choppy.
Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, you could stream before. You're streaming now, so what's the
This is
difference?
audio.
So what happens with your OBS? It's just crap or what?
It gets dropped. It says there's not enough video going through. It says I go offline, then I go back online. I think the only thing that my internet is capable of handling is probably so many frames from my when I do drawn and quartered, because that's the only time I'm actually sending a form of video.
Interesting.
Yeah. So if it drops frames on that, it probably goes unrecognized.
Right.
But
right.
when I'm in a full bore stream, it's not. Yeah, it's not. seeing
Yeah.
enough
Okay.
frames
So
and
that's the
dropping out.
difference. Is when it was on Google Hangouts. Everybody's kind of responsible for their own broadband, right? Or their own whatever you call it. Bandwidth, broadband, bandwidth. Because that's like I'll notice like my stream would suck, but you guys were all coming in perfectly clear. You know, when I had the bad bandwidth issues.
Yeah, Ted Lehman said Antonio got dropped twice from his own stream tonight.
Oh, man, this is like the streampocalypse.
Now, are you connecting via a hard line or via wireless? Because I just went ahead and ran a LAN cable to mine.
I'm going through Wi-Fi, so wireless, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better. Or wired.
Wired is better. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because my internet is capped at 1.5 megabits per second.
Oh. Peter Mike says you are out boomering each other. Who will be king of the boomers?
Well, obviously me.
Well, I don't accept the word boomer. I am, to the best of my ability, qualified here to put this stuff together, but I cannot control the internet gods.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
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 Well, if I knew they were capping my stuff at 1.5 megabits per second, that would have took care of a lot of headaches.
That is pretty thin.
Yeah.
Pretty thin. So Art,
Yeah, I thought I had bad freaking connection where I live.
Y'all know Art is getting ready to launch his next book at the end of this month, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, Crona Mechanics. Yeah, 48-page comic book. It's what if Looney Tunes? It's like Looney Tunes meets H.G. Wells. It's about like the story is comedy, action, adventure in the broadest sense, kind of like Futurama. So it's like what if time itself was a big machine. Like a V8 engine, with the cooling system, electronics, and everything, and so it was built in the very fabric of time and space when the universe was, originally built, and so the machine kind of basically operates time. It controls time. It keeps time working, keeps time running smoothly. All that other stuff. So it's kind of a metaphor, and then. So there's a company called Chrono Inc. that was created to basically, oversee, watch, maintain the machine. So they recruit various people throughout time as time repairmen. And so they have their sectors. So this story is Team 9.2 of Sector 7, and they're the best of the best. And so that's why we focused on those 4 guys. And so basically
are they better than all the rest?
They are better than all the rest. Yes.
Just double check.
Yeah. So they get called out, to these repair jobs, and they go to the work site, and basically it's just a big pain in the butt, just like most people's average Joe type jobs. And so, but the thing is, at the end of the day, they're actually restoring time or maintaining time or fixing time, and if they don't fix it quick enough, then we have all kinds of problems. So timelines start merging.
Time does keep slipping into the future.
It does in this reality. It sure as heck does.
Hey, do you guys remember that episode of, I don't know if it was Outer Limits or Twilight Zone, but where it was something like that, but it was just every minute was built. Like every minute of time was all the buildings, all the animals, everything had to be built and placed, and then that moment of time, people would pass through that minute of time.
Oh,
do you remember that? No, nobody.
No, that was cool. I'm going to use it.
Trademark.
Well, if nobody remembers it, then yeah, it's open game. Yeah, open season. Steal away, Art. Steal away. Yeah, I was thinking about Atomic Family today because I need to get that script finished, and I'm gonna go in a different direction with part of the story, and they're gonna end up in the Hollow Earth.
Nice.
It's gonna be fun. There's gonna be dinosaurs.
Allosauruses?
There's gonna be dragons. Dinosaurs, giants,
They got to be redheaded giants, though.
the redheaded.
Rhinos/unicorn.
Neil
Yeah.
Adams.
No. Neil Adams is a expanding earther.
What happens to the core in an expanding Earth?
I have no idea. It inflates with helium. Mikey, you're gonna have heat stroke in that thing. Get out. That better not be Eden's. She got so pissed that last time. Oh my gosh.
How many giant teddy bear costumes do you have?
They're not costumes. They're just giant teddy bears, and like somebody rips a hole in them and he climbs in them, and then makes him smell like sweaty little boy.
So he's gutting a teddy bear and climbing inside.
Yep.
All right. A man in lunacy here says, Mike, you're remembering the Langoliers, the crappy Stephen King made-for-TV movie.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
No, the Langoliers was completely different. That's where they get on the airplane, and when they go back in time, just everything is like all the people are gone, and everything is stale. Like the sound is flat, like beer doesn't have carbonation.
Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and then these little monsters come up and eat time. Well, they eat everything. They eat all the buildings, the roads, and all that, and then they almost eat the plane. Spoiler.
Spoiler?
Yeah. But it's great because it's got, Balky.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. He's like a little psycho in there, and he's always tearing paper. It relaxes him.
What was his catchphrase?
Cousin Larry? Let's see. Perfect Strangers, right?
Yeah. Micah.
I don't remember a catchphrase.
You fail.
Oh, yeah, Mike Dalton says, Mr. Toomey. Yeah. That was his character.
Hey, Jojo.
What's that?
It's my work.
What?
For fun.
All right, now, unrelated Coma has got a different data point for us. He says, Edwin, my research says it's a 1986 episode of Twilight Zone called A Matter of Minutes.
Ah.
Whoa,
Bingo.
86.
There you go.
What was that, like a remake?
Come on, Micah.
Yeah, it wasn't in black and white.
Come on, Micah.
They've tried to reboot that several times over the years.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. I've got the plot right here. The Wrights, a young married couple, wake up one day to the sounds of construction. When they investigate, they find that time has stopped. Meanwhile, a crew of blue-clad construction workers are busy removing the furniture in their house and replacing it with new. In terror, the Wrights run outside to find things being rebuilt all over the neighborhood. Things that have already existed. The Wrights start to go in the direction of a voice which seems to be commanding the workers. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and that's your plot.
There you go.
Well, not Artie's, but the one you were discussing.
Steal it, Art.
Done.
Michael Pernesti says, I pay for 500 megabits per second and get 750 megabits per second, plus over Wi-Fi. I have fiber straight to the house, Canadian internet for the win.
Yeah, whatever. You know what? Canada did not invent the internet. Ooh, there you go.
Yeah, it was probably us. We invent everything.
Wasn't it Al Gore? Didn't he make all the good things for us?
Oh, yeah, that's true. I think it was DARPA.
Yes, it was DARPA.
Al Gore.
I think
People are rubbing
Al Gore created global warming, didn't he?
that too.
I think one of your kids is dead in the hallway and the cat is eating it.
Looks like
I'm
it.
not even kidding.
Looks like it.
Hey, kid, are you alive? Do you need emergency assistance?
Al Gore, and where is he now? Al Gore is, I don't know, living in his like 15,000 square foot mansion that he bought with all the carbon credits that he invented and then sold to suckers on the left. Al Gore got really rich off of global warming. He's a first-class snake oil salesman, that guy.
Saving the planet is very lucrative.
Saving the planet $1 at a time.
He's got a pool set up like Scrooge McDuck. He just swims around in all his Krugerrands and golden ducats.
Yeah, you know what's funny is you can go look at Al Gore's house. Guess what he doesn't have?
Solar?
That's right. Dude doesn't even put solar panels on his house. I have solar panels on my house. Al Gore, no.
Yeah, the Kent is doing CPR on your kid.
Just like Catwoman.
Oh, maybe he's gonna get powers.
He's eating his eyeballs.
Hey kid, are you alive? Try not to die on my stream.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Yeah.
That would be bad. So, anything spectacularly new in any of your lives?
Setting up for a prison job. That's going to be fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We've got to go demo out some these huge security windows that are set in with asbestos, and do it in like a crazy limited time frame. And we have to be able to account for every single screw, every single sawzall blade, because we can't leave a single thing behind, or we'll get
The prisoners will use it to escape.
You should get the prisoners to do it.
Yeah, they might stab each other.
Yeah,
that sounds like a 2-for-1 there.
Somebody was trying to tell me that prison populations was legalized slavery, like in the Constitution, because I guess the Constitution does say that there will be no servile whatever, essentially slavery, excepting prisoners who have to work for free.
Let's see. Let me answer this question real fast. Matthew Fowler says, "What happened to Edwin's nose?" I'll show you what happened to my nose. I've got this little 2 pounds of terror here. This is the snack-sized hell beast, and she likes to give me kisses, but then sometimes it gets too good to her.
There she goes.
Sometimes it gets too good to her, and she bites. And for a little 2-pound dog, man, she's got some chompers.
Well, puppies usually have pretty razor sharp needle teeth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. She got me.
Well, you gave her a taste for human blood.
Yeah.
That's not gonna turn out bad.
She's gonna become a werewolf.
Gotta train her up young, yeah. Gotta train her up young. I'm gonna have an assault chihuahua.
Max is just like standing there kneading the
That suit there's still not a kid in that suit, is there?
Yeah.
Can you just, for my own sanity, can you check and make sure that kid is actually conscious?
Move something. There you go.
All right, very good.
That was the last bit of his brain cell firing.
Mike, check on your kid. He's fine. He's tough, that one.
That's okay. That's a crisis actor. That's not actually one of the...
You can get a new one.
Yeah.
I can afford more now.
Oh, that's right. That should be a tier. You should somehow work to make that a tier. And actually bring somebody in to play one of your kids for a live stream.
Let's not get carried away.
Oh. Jay Hamilton says it's a false flag. Wait, Mike's family is like a hydra. One kid falls, 2 kids take its place. Yeah. Yes. That's exactly how it works. Oh my God! All right, so Mr. T Bear, when do you think you're going to be shipping? When do you think you're going to be shipping black and white?
I'm hoping to get it to the printer next week. So I don't know, 2-3 weeks. I don't know. I'm not sure how long it takes to get it printed and back here. So
Where are you getting it printed?
I'm either going to go with Print Ninja or with Global PSD. So I'm putting everything together now, and I already have prices, and I already have I've already networked with them and talked to them, but I'm going to get final prices because I'm still kind of putting things together as far as all my printables, because I was going to print some of the stuff myself at local printing places, but Global PSD said we can probably get it at a better price if we just do everything for you. So I just have to put that stuff together to get a new price. But yeah, 2-3 weeks. So I'm hoping that we can start shipping by the end of the month to go into full fulfillment mode and start getting things out. We have everything else. My wife's got all the labels. We have all the boxes. We have most of the stretch goal items, the patches, the pins, the bookmarks. So we have a lot of this, the ancillary items done. So it really is just getting the book and the trading card and what else? And the ash can printed.
Who's doing your print files for you, Art? Is Tag preparing those, or did you contract somebody else to?
Jeff Eckelberry, who I've worked with in the past, and he lettered Crona Mechanics. So he's going to put all that stuff together for me. He's lettering this book as well.
Isn't Tag gone?
Sort of. So she's moving. So we're trying to get as much done before she takes off.
Oh, wow.
Where's she moving? The desert?
I think she's going to move further into the desert, either that or Nevada. It's very expensive.
What's the difference between the desert and Nevada?
Well, she likes to do Mad Max reenactment.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so she's very at home in those kind of climates, so I think she'll be fine. But it's a lot cheaper to live in the high desert, I guess they call it from here, because basically Southern California is all a desert. But
yeah, but it's the desert next to the ocean, and it's irrigated.
yeah. So she's going into the higher part where it's hotter and cheaper.
Like Pahrump?
And nothing grows.
That's where Art Bell was, the high desert, Pahrump, Nevada.
Yeah. But good luck.
Good for you, Art. Good for you getting that thing out, man. I know you're ready to get on to the next stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's so much I want to do. One of the things that the main thing I want to do is just in the Comicsgate threads is just say, hey man, I'm available to do covers and things that I've been turning down all this time. So I'm looking forward to just doing anything. I love doing this black and white, but I'd like to start doing something different, like just things I can get in and get out quickly.
Do you get
Mike is your man for that.
Mike's got a billion covers, yeah.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
That may have been a backhanded compliment. I was trying to pick out
I'm trying to figure it out myself. I always have to think twice about anything John says.
Yeah, Mike is your man for that. Mike, you do 100 covers.
I did 8.
He did 98.
That's on 2 different books. I only did 4 covers. Technically. 4 covers on 2 books.
So, while I got you here, though, Art, what do you have left to do with Crona Mechanics, art-wise? How much production?
I'd say 2/3 of it are penciled and inked. I have a plot, and I'm working with Render Contender, and he's going to be helping out on some of the pencils for the last third.
Nice.
Yeah. So he's really good. And so I'll be inking over him just to kind of unify the style. And there's a very specific ink style. It's kind of like a Mobius type style that I'm inking in. So the artwork is kind of Hanna-Barbera like style,
Yep.
with a Mobius kind of ink line over it. And when I mean Hanna-Barbera, I don't mean like the animation. I mean the actual like designs and stuff, because I think Hanna-Barbera, some of those characters are pretty iconically designed. They're pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Space Ghost is Hanna-Barbera, right?
Yeah.
I love his design.
Yeah, Crona Mechanics does look like it should be an animation, though. It kind of has that, at least the promo stuff you have up.
Well, we had the ash can, and I was in the image area, so we did like a little promo ash can. San Diego, probably, 10 years, maybe longer, 15 years ago. And I got a meeting with Kids WB when that was still around. So I pitched it to them. They liked it, and then we went into, they call it the Bible stage, where you start developing it. So we were moving forward on it as an animation show when WB, the Kids WB section, just kind of got like merged into Cartoon Network. And so everything that was in development at that point went away in the merger. So did Black and White. I mean, not Black and White, I mean Crona Mechanics.
Yeah, that sounds like my Deal with the Devil story.
Yeah. It's a tale as old as time.
Tale as old as time. Sorry.
Mike, you've got a question from a man in lunacy. He says, Blacklist Universe, has the cat ever ruined a piece of inked art that you've left out to dry?
Not ruined beyond redemption, but little cat paws. And not that one, the other one is a horrible, horrible cat that I tried to get rid of, but I let her out yesterday, and then my wife came home and brought her back in the house. I'm like, what? I know. I didn't try to kill it. It's just I tried to let it, be free.
You wanted to... Mike was going to do it a favor.
Yeah, fly, be free.
Kind of like Nemo, yeah.
Today we're gonna teach poodles how to fly.
Go have an adventure, little kitty.
It'll be like Milo and Otis. Go find your Otis. Or a coyote. Go find a coyote. That's fine too.
Dale Stanford says, if you have to go extreme, you can call Nasser. I heard he does hits on cats now.
That's true. That's true.
Nasser Rabani, cat assassin.
I haven't seen Nasser in a bit. Has he just kind of disappeared or what?
I think he's still talking about his fiction and stuff. I don't think he's really commenting on anything about comics and stuff, though. I think he's sticking to his fiction.
All right.
Sounds like Nasser.
Are you going to be forever bitter at Nasser?
What? That dude was throwing shade at me the other day.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he's ever bitter at me.
You two, you need to go on a picnic and make up.
That sounds like a name for a grunge band. Ever bitter.
Ever bitter. Or a IPA.
Yeah, or an IPA.
Yeah, it's better for him to stick with his fiction. I agree.
Or else.
Well,
just kidding. There's no or else.
Yeah.
That was just me being silly.
Comics didn't seem to work out for the young man.
Eric M. Boyd says, I just popped in. What is Mike ain't mad about?
I ain't mad about nothing. You mad, John?
All the time. There are a few times in my life where I'm not mad.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess that's
and that
your
would
secret.
be now.
Yeah.
That's his secret to how he hulks out.
Yeah, that's true. I'm always angry.
Yeah.
His anger motivates him.
John, do you know Marat?
Yeah, but I've never called him Marat a day in my life. I call him Marat.
But his name's Marat.
Marat.
But not Marat.
I don't think you emphasize the rat part. I think that's anti-Russian.
But that's how you pronounce his name.
Well, I called him Marat, but yeah. Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's how you say his name, but only Mike is the only one that says it that way.
Well, no, he says it that way.
He says Marat?
Yeah. You guys, how long have you known him?
I've known him forever. Really? Marat.
Hold on a second.
Listen
Listen closely.
I've never heard that until right now.
Hey, welcome to the Pray for Center Kickstarter. This is a story that I've had kicking around in my head for quite a while now. It started off with a character design and a cool name for a book. At least I think it's a cool name. A little play on words.
Can you turn it up some?
Pray, P-R-E-Y, for the Sinner. A story of revenge that spans the galaxies. This, as the story kind of grew.
Okay, apparently he does not bother to introduce himself in his video, so I'll just go. But yeah, so it's Marat, like Borat.
Despite all your rage, he is still just a Marat in a cage.
Maybe no one ever told him what a rat was in English.
It's.
All right. Well, I need to log off, gentlemen, because I have got some ribeye steaks calling my name that need to get some fire on them.
Understood. Yeah. Aloha. Right. Thanks for coming on.
Absolutely. All right. Before I go, though, everybody, don't forget tomorrow we do have Drawn and Quartered, and it is indeed Scooby-Doo.
Bring your Scooby snacks.
All right. Aloha.
Later, Owen.
Put some Neosporin on those little scratches.
Let's see Marat's Kickstarter page.
All right, hold on.
Why didn't you tell him to go on Indiegogo?
Because he did this before he talked to me. He's gonna put it on Indiegogo after. He's gonna try to hit both.
Why has he got that nasty puke green font there?
Why don't you call him and ask him?
Added characters and layers to it. Finally, I had a story that I was super happy with, but I also knew with my insane schedule that there's no way I was going to be able to give this book the time it deserved as an artist. So enter my good buddy and great artist, Dietrich Smith. Dietrich's storytelling ability is second to none, and his meticulous attention to detail has definitely taken this book up a notch. You can check out some of the pages he's provided right here in this Kickstarter. I'm also super excited about the amazing array of cover artists we have for this book. For the first time, I've been able to work with Paulo Pantalena, Richard Ortiz, Mike Crome, and Jesse Weichman. Their covers are fantastic. We also have some returning cover artists. Mike DeBalfo, Elias Chatzoudias, Ryan Kincaid, Nate Surdy, Dan Mendoza. Of course, I did a few covers myself. Super excited about some of our mid-campaign hyper infusions that you guys will be able to unlock. Those feature some of the biggest names in the comic book industry. Guys that will blow your mind. I'm excited to bring you guys this tale of galactic cat and mouse, where who is the prey and who is the sinner is constantly changing, keeping you on your toes. Check out our pledge tiers. Thank you guys for your support and making this book a reality.
Wow, he didn't blink much. Liam Gray says for $10 from earlier, at no point in the history of media have comic books earned more or comparative to film, yet they have always influenced society, shaping the hearts and minds of the youth and smart people. All right. So, here it is. You want to check out some of the covers down here?
Yeah, Russians don't blink.
Russians don't blink. In Russia. I got nothing for that one.
Yeah, if they blink, their eyes will freeze shut.
In Russia, eyes blink you. Their eyes will freeze shut. 1,000-yard stare. Oh, it'll be nice.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, some really cool covers. That Paolo Pantalino one's cool.
I don't think there's enough covers, though.
Yeah, I know. He should do more. He didn't even ask me to do one. What the heck? I don't see... You know what? Rob's like his best friend. I don't see any Rob Liefeld cover on here. Maybe that's one of his mid-tier things. We'll see. And then, look, there's a censored one for you, John.
Oh, nice.
DeBalfo. And then here's a whole separate one, which is gold variants of all those covers.
Jeez.
The John Malin.
And then
variant.
here's the chrome variants for all those covers. And then here's the metal variants for all those covers.
Wow, so he probably has about, if you laid every
2, 3,
cover
4.
out front to back, he probably has around, what, 30 covers?
This is 19 plus 19 plus 19 plus 19.
Holy shnikes.
36 covers. No, wait. No! 76 covers. Holy cow.
Wow. That's crazy.
Is that right? Times 4?
There's more covers than content.
That's true. That's true.
Oh,
And-
how many
and he
pages?
hasn't got-
How many pages is it?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see.
That would be funny if it's only like 20 pages.
It's
22?
It's 24 pages.
Holy! Art was right. Art was right. There are more covers than there are pages in the book.
Yeah, but you don't have to buy all of them. You can just buy
Yeah,
one.
But that's not how
Look at
fans
that.
look at
$10
it.
bucks. $10 you can get the Kickstarter exclusive cover by Dietrich Smith. Or 10. These books are only $10 each.
Mm.
Or some of them are 20.
So if they're 10 and 20, let's just call it 15 times how many covers?
19.
Yeah, so let me pull out my handy dandy calculator.
15 times 20 is 300. Minus 15 is 285.
Wait, why'd you minus 15? What was that?
Times 20. 20 minus 1
20 times
is 19. But if you
15.
multiply it by 20, it's a lot easier to get to 300. Then you subtract 1, which was $15, and you get to 285.
Yeah, well, so $300 for if you wanted to have every cover here.
Plus
Is
shipping.
that right?
Well, I'm sure there's a package where you can get all the covers.
At a discount?
Virgin
No, that's
variants
a
to
five.
all and limited to 25 all regular dark center covers by Marantz, Paulo, Dan, Dietrich.
Virgins.
18
So it's
gold
everything
variants.
plus no text.
Shiny sandbag. Metal
This can't be
sandbag.
right.
Retailer variants. Well, let's just say he's giving you all kinds of options. I gave you all kinds of options. It's just more options than... I don't know. Maybe I should try that next time.
How many options do you have, John?
One.
That's all you need.
Yeah, one cover for each book.
So, what do you think about Richard doing an alternate cover?
I think if you do one variant, I think that's fine. I think that from a fan point of view, the fans want to feel that they can actually afford to get everything in the campaign, like book-wise. So one variant is fine. It's when you start putting 4, 5, 8, 10, 20. It's ridiculous.
You know what would be cool? Like a cool Greg Capullo variant. That would be really cool on a book.
Don't you have one of those, Art?
Yeah, I sure do.
Wow. Nice way to slip that in there.
I wish the campaign was still going. That would have been a good segue.
You're not even fulfilling. Why did you close the campaign if you're not fulfilling it?
I wanted to show good faith to people, and I think John got to me where John's like, when the campaign's over, it's over. That's it.
You listen to Malin.
And then also, I don't know, man. John's putting the first issue where you could get it. They're limited too, right, John? You can get the first issue again.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Everything. Yeah. The first issue is a reprint, so I mean it's a variant cover. It's yeah, but like Volume 2, that cover is unique to this campaign.
Yeah, and I heard you're doing really good with those, so I'm kind of thinking the same way, trying to keep them more collectible. And I just want to show good faith to the backers, too, that there was going to be an end. And I think it helped me psychologically, too, just to end it. But, yeah, I mean, it would be nice to still have some money in selling books. And the thing is, when I stopped it, I finally was ahead of Antonio on brand. And now Antonio is like 70K. And I stopped at like 68 something. So yeah. So Antonio was my Mike Miller to you, John.
Right, yeah.
Well, nobody made you stop at art. You chose to stop it.
No, I'm glad I did. I'm not looking back. But
did you run it 60 days or did you keep it open past the campaign period?
The initial run was 30 days, and then we put it into the shop for, what's it, like 7 months, 8 months?
Holy crap.
Oh, okay.
Hold on a second.
All right.
Jill.
Yeah, so I didn't do exactly like you do, because you're just going like 2 months and then that's it, right? No store?
Yeah, Graveyard Shift will only run the course of the campaign.
I understand the psychology of that, and I wish I had more cojones, because I do like that idea, make it an event and keep them limited and collectible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think the cat's trying to get into the teddy bear now.
Now the teddy bear's going to start moving weird. Snap cats up.
Somebody in the chat said they want a cat bear drawing for the auctions this time.
Instead of cat chair?
Yep. I guess they want a collection. Cat bear, cat chair.
As long as it's not cat hair.
Cat hair.
Somebody in the chat was saying like cats jumping up and destroying your work. That's not even the problem. It's like cat hair. When you're inking, you don't see the cat hair, and then you just boom. You hit that
messes
hair.
up your line because it gets in your quill.
Yeah, it's a mess. One of your kids is now killing the bear.
Yeah, Junkyard Dunn says 4 is max for me.
4 covers?
Someone said Spawn did 10 covers of Spawn.
Well, here's the thing on multiple covers. You can either listen to your fans who want multiple covers, or you can listen to your fans who don't want multiple covers. You can't listen to both of them, and one of those fans will give you more money, and the other one will not. So, if you've got to choose which fans you please, choose the ones that are going to give you more money.
Yeah, I don't think.
I don't think you really have to choose one or the other. I mean, you can find something in moderation.
Exactly.
Well, I'm not talking about doing 18 covers. I'm just saying there's fans that want multiple covers.
Yeah, but then there's also fans that when they see that they feel burned.
Okay, again, you're gonna upset one fan or the other. One of them is giving you more money. Well,
I want them both.
You're gonna get them both. Nobody's gonna buy your book
more than
because
one time. I want them both for life.
Yeah, me too. But all right, John. Never mind. You're right.
Thank you.
Daddy's hitting mommy.
You're not actually right. I'm just saying.
Oh, Rhaegar Targaryen says, yeah, multiple covers is meh.
It's meh.
Rhaegar, did you pick up Lone Star? Now
He's
Cat
a
is going
fan.
in. Yeah, clean up that. Is that Eden's or yours? Alright. That is the third giant teddy bear we've had in this house.
You know, after the teddy bear, he's gonna go at the sofa.
Good night, Jay Hamilton.
He's gonna tear your sofa apart.
Lego Ghost says, I like multiple covers, but too many can turn me off a book.
Yeah.
Hikaru says, I regret the multiple covers I got. Cough.
Daddy,
What?
where's the keys?
On the dresser.
You know what I always thought was smart with the multiple covers is when Marvel in the day in the 90s, they would have a print run and then they would sell out. And so instead of just printing the same book, you know, like volume 2 or whatever, they would put that gold embossed cover on it. And then they would
change the color of the logo.
Yeah, and then they would sell those. And they were the second printing, but they almost became more collectible because they were very, very limited and they were special. So I just thought that was really smart. So you have your original print run with the, you know, normal cover, and then if you're lucky enough to sell out, then you do a volume 2 or a second printing with kind of a foil embossed, or they were like gold, right? There was like a gold color and there was like
I
a silver.
do remember that, yeah, with the Bishop cover.
Yeah, and there was a platinum.
Wait, didn't you ink that cover?
Too. What's that?
Didn't you ink that cover?
Almost every book I did at that time was all we had gold covers. Yeah.
Look at you.
I thought it was
man.
smart for the second printing.
That's what I need is a gold cover.
Yeah, I've been playing with that idea. I'm gonna get some prices.
But are you gonna use actual gold leaf?
Yeah, I'm gonna rub it on.
That would be funny, dude. You like charge like some crazy amount of money and do like 10 literally gold leafed covers.
Well, do you remember through Alias when we did Crona Mechanics, we did the precious metals collection? So we had gold, silver, platinum, and bronze or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds vaguely familiar.
We could actually do it with real metal.
Yeah.
Like those metal cards that Pixel Trader has.
Well, yeah, you can do metal covers, aluminum covers.
Ooh, I could do the precious metal collection.
Yeah. Except they would all be aluminum, so none of it would be very precious.
Aluminum special to me, Mike. It's one of my favorite metals.
It's lightweight, it's durable.
They make planes out of them, Mike.
It's true, they do. It's true. They make VTEC engines out of it.
I believe it's pronounced aluminium.
It is in Britain. It is in the United Kingdom.
That's how Marantz says it.
Yeah.
Hey, look, you said his name right.
Marat. Where's my rat?
Wow.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
Wow.
Just like Baltimore. My rat. Where's my rat at?
What are they doing? Taking trash out. Be back in a bit. Thanks for the update, Peterson.
Camel wants a plutonium cover.
Ooh. If I can get my hands on it, I'll do it. I'm going to make some calls. I have friends in low places.
It's like Back to the Future.
I need some plutonium.
I was watching, YouTube was recommending me these Back to the Future, like behind the scenes stuff. They were talking about who was the original Marty McFly, Eric Stoltz.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently he was like a method actor, and he was abusing Biff, and Biff was about to knock him out in real life because he had one scene where I guess Marty had to shove Biff, and he said that because Eric Stoltz was doing his method acting, that it had to be all or nothing on these shoves, and it was just like take after take after take. And he said he ended up telling him, he's like, "Look, man, you know we're acting, right?" And the guy wouldn't stop. But then I don't know, they called cut or something like that. But he said he was like right on the verge of just laying him out. Doesn't sound like he got along too well with Eric Stoltz.
Well, I've never been a big Eric Stoltz fan, anyways. So how come he ended up not doing it? Do you remember?
I think it was just he didn't have like chemistry. Like he was playing it a little bit more dry or serious, where they originally wanted Michael J. Fox, is my understanding, but they got Eric Stoltz because Michael J. Fox was tied down with
Family Ties.
Yeah, Family Ties. But then whatever, they started filming. They filmed a good amount of the film, and they eventually just said, "This ain't working. We gotta get Michael J. Fox to make this happen."
That's a ballsy move, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was the right move.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think they said that there is one scene where Marty punches Biff, where it's like all you see is like Marty's fist, and contractually they cannot admit that anything of Eric Stoltz is still in that movie, but the guy who played Biff swears that fist is Eric Stoltz's fist, because he doesn't remember ever doing that retake with Michael J. Fox.
Oh, really? Oh, in the car?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, that was probably it, right? That was the one big punch, I think, that got landed on him. Or no, wasn't that no, that was the other McFly, wasn't it?
Oh,
yeah, it's the dad that punched.
Oh, that's right.
Him. Yeah.
Yeah. So, according to him, somewhere in there they filmed McFly Marty punching Biff. So.
When was that?
I haven't seen that movie in so long.
Get your damn hands off of her.
Hey, have you guys read The Long Halloween, Batman?
I don't read. I heard what you were saying, something about Nolan took a bunch of it.
Oh yeah, man, it was crazy.
Little known fact: Eric Stoltz. They wanted him for Batman.
What?
Just kidding. Can you imagine Chris Nolan? Like, I gotta have Eric Stoltz. I have to have him. He's the perfect method actor.
Who?
Yeah, what was he in that was good?
The Fly 2?
And Pulp Fiction. No, Fly 2. What?
Wasn't he in Mask? He had that big old prosthetic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Better.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in Some Kind of Wonderful. Some Kind of Wonderful.
What was that one with the angels? He was in that with Walken. Prophecy?
Oh, I don't recall.
Yeah, he was the fallen angel in the very beginning of it, I do believe.
Some Kind of Wonderful was alright. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that movie. Not a huge fan. So you guys see any movies lately?
Ooh, yeah, I've been watching The Boys.
The Boys.
The Boys. I haven't seen
I'm on
it.
like episode 4, I think.
I might check it out. I know some people say I should, and Edwin says to avoid it like the plague, but
The effects are really good. There's some adult material in there that is probably going to turn you off. But there is, like, up to this point at least, there is a character, the Starbright character girl. She's, I think they pretty much paint her out to be kind of a conservative Christian. So yeah, but she gets put into a bad spot early on and whatnot. But otherwise, she's actually a likable character at this point.
Someone was saying that the third episode was like just anti-Christian or something like that.
Third episode? I don't think so.
Well, I haven't seen it, so I can't speak to it.
Yeah. I don't think there's been anything in there that was... I don't know. Maybe I'm not looking that deep. So... I mean, it's... I wouldn't put it past it. I mean, it's basically Watchmen. Yeah. So it's deconstructed heroes, and you think you like Superman, do you? Well, here's our piss on Superman.
Oh, he said the fifth, Rhaegar said.
Oh, the fifth? Oh, yeah, it could be. But yeah, I mean, everyone's doing their roles pretty good. It's the effects. I mean, especially in that first episode when the Wonder Woman type character is being rammed by a what was it? Like a bank truck. Yeah. Like they slow motion the shot of her just going through, and you just see all the little mechanical pieces all flying by her. It looks freaking great. Like multi-million-dollar movie quality. And then that's followed up with dude's girlfriend getting splatted. And again,
the last character, right?
Yeah, and then they slow that down to, super slow-mo as well, and it looks fantastic.
Spoilers.
No, this all is like the first 2 minutes of the show, first episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Armor On says rammed. This better not be porn.
But yeah, so far I'm enjoying it a lot. I don't know how many episodes there are, but right now I'm still just trucking through them. And yeah, it's Amazon Prime. Mike,
how'd you get Amazon Prime?
I bought it so I could start watching the show.
Would you just for that?
Yeah, well, I thought Picard was coming on that too, but it's going to be on like CBS or something like that.
Oh.
So I figured I was going to get 2 for 1. I was like, well, I'll get it for the boys, but I'll stick around for Picard. And now apparently I'm not going to get Picard on there.
Well, it'll still be on there.
On Amazon Prime?
Probably.
Oh, because what you can you can get add-ons.
Yeah, you got. I think CBS stuff comes on Amazon. I think.
I'll look into it.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
I heard somebody on the internet talking about like they were reviewing The Boys, and they said, it's not stupid like a comic book is. Yeah, and I'm like, it's based on a comic book, you dope. It's not stupid like a comic book.
Jeez, these people.
But yeah, there's certain plot points I'd love to talk about, but I think they're going to be treading into possible spoiler material. Because I have my theory of where this is going, but by even saying my theory, that kind of starts laying out things that happened in the past year.
Right.
But I do recommend it for people at this point, at least all the way up to episode 3. If you got Amazon Prime, just start watching it.
Yeah.
No. Do I think Mike should run out there and get it? I don't know.
How about Art?
Yeah, Art. Yeah, Art should watch it.
I'll watch it.
Yeah. Art's more laid back, like me.
Yeah, Mike.
Jeez.
He's not a square.
Jeez, man.
Jeez, man, what's wrong with me?
Jeez Louise, why you gotta call me a square?
Oh, Eric Hawkins says, Jiminy and I are done with it. You can talk to us about it, LOL. Oh, well, you guys have seen the whole thing. I don't want you spoiling it.
Yeah, Jiminy's a square too.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess we'd have to get Jiminy's opinion, and then we can decide if Mike can watch it or not.
It's Jiminy approved.
Is it? Did he say it was?
I thought you guys said he saw it.
Yeah, they just said they saw it, didn't say they liked it.
Oh.
Here's Jiminy. He says, I'm square as square can be. Okay, well, answer the question. Answer the question, Jiminy. Did you like it or no?
He just goes,
You can't handle the truth. Still waiting.
Hey, do you know if they're done filming the Top Gun movie?
Oh, if they're done filming, I hope so. I want to watch it. Critias says, I don't know why men as high T as John and Art are hanging out with Mike. Anyone have the answer? Thanks. Oh, here we go. Jiminy's answer. Drum roll. If you like Game of Thrones, you'll like Boys, Mike. Except it has less violence and graphic sex. Sorry, well, Game of Thrones had graphic sex. I haven't really seen any graphic sex. I've seen a lot of implied sex.
Doesn't somebody get raped in the first episode?
That's implied. And it's not really...
Oh, it's implied rape.
No. I don't know.
Your Honor.
No, it happens
it was just
off
implied
screen.
rape.
And there's also way worse than that happens in Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Yeah, this is in no way, shape, or form on the level that I've seen up till episode 3 of any kind of sexual nature to compare to Game of Thrones. No way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm in.
Yeah. There was one nude butt shot of a dude. And
I have not heard back.
That's where that implied scene happens, but you see nothing.
Yeah. Oddly, that does nothing for me.
Whoa.
You haven't seen it yet, Mike.
Oh, yeah. Brad Noble said there. I don't know if I want to say it. Yeah, that I forgot about. That was pretty hardcore. Art, have you seen the show at all?
No, I know the premise though.
Oh, okay, all right.
Have you read the comic?
Brad, you brought up a good point. Yeah, that I neglected to mention. So that was a little bit more graphic. That was Game of Thrones level graphic, but funny.
Are we still talking about the implied rape scene?
No, this is a different scene. This is a scene with there's a drug, and it's like a superhero drug. You take it and it, like, I don't know, juices you up, and this lady is all juiced up, and this sexual act happens, and it doesn't end up too good for the guy, but it was funny in a very dark comedy way.
Remember Nuke from that Daredevil Born Again? Give me a red!
What?
Remember the Mazzucchelli Frank Miller Born Again series? Where there was that character named Nuke. He had that flag on his face. And his whole thing would be, give me a red! And he was popping pills all the time. So he could get all enraged and fight.
Yeah, that reminded me of the, what was it, RoboCop 2, was it?
Yeah, Frank Miller used the same idea.
Yeah, always wanted that drug, whatever it was.
You playing Age of Empires without me?
Have to practice.
He needs to practice. I kicked Elijah's butt at Age of Empires on Sunday.
Poor kid.
I know. He was devastated.
But I'm still at the higher win rate right
You're never gonna win again, dude. Just get over it. So what are you guys' favorite comic book stories, like, ever?
Born Again. Year One.
Born Again is the Kevin Smith one, right?
Born Again was the Frank Miller, David Mazzucchelli run.
Oh, it was? What was the Kevin Smith one called?
I don't know. I didn't like. I thought it was okay. I don't remember what it's called, but I didn't like that much.
I have it here. Do you remember what it's called? That Daredevil, the Kevin Smith one?
Born Again was the deconstruction of Daredevil, where they tore him down. Karen Page sold his secret identity to Kingpin.
She's the worst.
For drugs.
Sold for drugs. At wholesale, nonetheless. Guardian Devil.
I still remember the way Frank introduced the Avengers, and Captain America shows up, and Daredevil's beating up Nuke, and he's like, he's ours. And not Frank Miller, but Daredevil says, no, he's not. I'm taking him in. And then, Cap's like, no. And then there's like this caption that says something, a voice that could, from the voice that could command a god. And then it cuts, and then it says, and does. And then you see Thor on the other rooftop, with the lightning shooting down, and he's in silhouette. And then Iron Man shows up, and then the caption something like, with the power that could level us like 4 city blocks, he holds it waiting or something like that. He holds and waiting, and you just see Iron Man's hands, like it's like his point of view, and you see his hands, and he's got him aimed at Daredevil. I just thought, I'm not doing it justice, but man, it blew me away as a kid. I was like, wow, that was such a great way to introduce the Avengers. It's basically Captain America, how badass he is, that he's controlling these really powerful guys. If he said, let's kick his butt, that's what they would do, And David Mazzucchelli is one of my favorite all-time comic book artists.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that because of nostalgia?
I think it's something I've always aspired to, but never had the guts to do it because it's a lot looser. And I've always been kind of a guy that had to work with other people, so I always had to be a little bit more commercial with my style so I could work with other people. And like David Mazzucchelli's style was just, he was throwing down lines with a pen, and then there's some heavy brush work on top of that. And it's just very inspiring. And then the way he did Year One was just all brush, just a big, thick brush, and it looked pretty amazing.
Do you think he would have done the same style if he was getting paid like $500 a page?
I don't know. I don't think he was doing it for the money, because he didn't stay in comics. I think after Year One, didn't he just become a teacher, like a school teacher?
Because there's more money in teaching.
Oh, is that what you meant?
That's my point. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
You look at Kirby's stuff, and you wonder if this guy wasn't doing 5 pages a day, what would his art have looked like if he was getting paid enough to actually make a living just doing a page a day,
Yeah. You mean where you could put more time and
energy
into one page, yeah.
Yeah, because as an artist, usually artists, unless they are conditioned into just cranking stuff out, you want to sit there and take your time and make sure everything looks the best it can be. It's not like when we're kids and we're drawing for free. We're just like, how fast can I scribble this doodle out, But you get, like literally, when you're having to do, man, they were getting paid crap. I think Frank Miller was getting something like $40 a page on Daredevil.
To write it or to draw it?
I think for art.
Wow.
So it's like, granted it was the 80s, but whatever.
I was getting paid more to do Superman, to draw Superman.
Yeah. Well, I started at $40 a page.
Did you?
Yeah. To ink. But
old man.
I just wonder, if these guys had been paid You know, what would their art have looked like? Because you know what? Travis Charest on Dark Stars getting 150, $200 a page was not Travis Charest on Wildcats getting $1,000 a page. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, he evolved, though.
Yeah, but I don't think he would have evolved to where he got if he wasn't getting $1,000 a page.
Yeah, it allows you to explore and to try things.
That's my entire point, you know. I can sit here and noodle around on these pages to a certain extent because, you know, I can afford it now. But I look back at some of my Injustice stuff, and back then I was thinking, wow, this is the best stuff I can do when I'm still maintaining a day a page rate, you know. But now
or a page a day.
I don't even a page a day. Yeah. Day a page. Or a page a day. Either way, John.
Well, some of my favorite books are Kingdom Come, which kept me in comics, Batman Dark Knight, Dark City, X-Men God Loves, God Kills, and I liked We 3.
God Loves, Man Kills?
God Loves, Man Kills. What'd I say?
God Loves, God Kills. I think.
Oh, yeah. God Loves, Man Kills.
Yeah. Brent Anderson and Chris Claremont.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good choice. How about you, Mike? If you say Lone Star, I'm gonna punch you.
Lone Star, that's top one. I go with the Dark Phoenix saga. I love that story. All the Simonson's Thor stuff was just, I loved that so much when I was a kid.
Did you say Simonson?
Walt Simonson on Thor.
Oh my gosh, I can't take you anywhere, Mike.
What?
It's just Simonson.
Whatever. You've been friends with Marat for a quarter century and you don't know how to pronounce his name.
I know, it's Marat.
Yeah, Marat.
And it's Walter Simonson.
Fine.
It is Simonson.
Whatever. Oh, please. Avengers Forever. I love Avengers Forever.
In a way, Mike, I hate you because you like that so much. And the reason why is because I didn't get to ink that.
Sorry.
You like all Pacheco stuff except for the work I inked.
I loved Pacheco when you were inking him. But Avengers Forever is like, that's my jam.
Avengers Forever is amazing.
Yeah.
It's great work. Yeah.
Yeah. Wade
Mike,
lost.
I like that we can now see your live screen in here.
Yeah, well, I'm sharing my whole screen so you can see me live.
Is that what it is? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that crosses that 15-second boundary.
Yeah. See, I was thinking about you, John. I was thinking about you.
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking at your setup here.
Yeah,
now,
usually
is this Streamlabs?
No, this is OBS. Usually I have it
This
like this
OBS,
so that I
okay.
can mess with stuff and then transfer it over here.
Mm-hmm.
But so that you guys can see me better, I switched it back into this mode.
Okay. Yeah.
And nobody watching knows what I just did because it didn't affect what's on the screen.
Right.
Well, the good thing is it's just as easy as Hangouts to go on other people's shows.
Yeah.
I don't know about inviting, but to go on is good.
True.
I'm a little nervous.
Yeah.
Rhaegar Targaryen says, what was the X-Men series with Magneto and the Acolytes called on Asteroid M? That was good. That was the Jim Lee relaunch, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that was good stuff, dude. The Jim Lee era on X-Men, that was good stuff.
Yeah, that was. Claremont, right?
Yep. It's fine. I never really cared for Claremont on pretty much anything else he did, but his X-Men run was, I don't know, that was his, man. He owned it.
Yeah, that whole time in X-Men stuff, even like the Portasio, Was that Uncanny?
Yeah, it was X Factor and Uncanny. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a good time for X-Men comics.
Yeah, it was. Let's bring it back.
Art,
No
you're not
doubt.
going to get new royalties from the X-Men comics.
I still get some every once in a while.
Oh yeah, Art, you might have inked like one of my favorite covers of all time. Let me try and find it.
Describe it.
X-Men, Tassio. Let's see. All right, there it is. Yeah, AT. That's you. It's the X-Men 281 cover. I think it was a wraparound.
That's the wraparound, yeah.
Yeah,
I have
love that.
I have that whole piece of artwork. It's the size of my wall. It's probably 8 foot by 5 foot.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I did a charity, like one of those Ronald McDonald House charities, and they had this big backdrop that they made for the show, and it was behind me, and I just asked the guy, could I have this thing?
Oh, they blew it up.
Yeah, it was the
Okay.
yeah, they blew it up for the convention. And he's like, sure. He's, how are you going to get it home? I'm like, I don't know. And so I just strapped it on the top of my little car and drove it home.
Yeah, you should mail that to me.
It would cost me $1 million.
I'll get an RV and I'll drive out there or something.
Yeah, if you can do that, I'll give it to you.
Ah, shoot, don't tell me that.
The thing's fine.
There goes all the graveyard shift profits.
It's two-sided, so I could give you one and I can keep the other one.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about that, Art.
You just want the original.
No, well, look. Oh, you have the original?
No.
No, I'll take this big as your wall enlargement. Is it full color?
No, that's what I meant. It's two-sided. That huge 8x5. Yeah, it's full color.
Oh.
It's two-sided, so it's like two foam core. Like I don't know how they got foam core that big. It's like two huge foam core pieces put together with one laminated side, and then the other one has a laminated side, which is the cover. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You'll have to do a video with it or something.
I should, yeah.
Do that.
It's behind my drum set.
Yeah.
$100 confirmed from Matthew Fowler.
What?
$100 confirmed from Matthew Fowler.
Oh, for that piece.
It's turned into an auction, yeah.
Too late. It's already mine. Mine. Stomp, stomp.
I have 3 original Whilce Portaccio pages, Uncanny pages left, I think.
Keeping them?
Snap.
That's all I have left.
You keeping them?
They're on my website, but
So you're not keeping them? You're just...
I have them up on the website, but I don't have a price. So I have people make offers, and then I'm just like, no.
Yeah, I had somebody ask me about that from Wolverine 146. I did the Kitty Pryde versus Wolverine fight, the samurai sword fight, the double page spread, and I have it up on Comic Art Fans. Somebody asked me if it was for sale. I'm like, well, I'll entertain offers. I didn't want to give them a number though.
Yeah, I have some Jim Starlin artwork, like New Gods artwork too. That I don't believe I have prices on those either.
Yeah, you must have some good stuff, huh?
There's a few pieces, yeah. I wish I still had a few of the Jim Lee covers and the Art Adams covers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd be able to retire right now.
But
Not
you sold them for the
when
price.
not when you're giving them all to me, Art.
If I had them, I don't
Yeah.
have them anymore.
Yeah.
We can share. You can have like even days and I'll have odd days.
There we go. That sounds fair. Yeah, that sounds fair.
It sounds undoable, but fair.
Yeah.
Read They Perkins comment, please. They Perkins.
Sounded ominous.
Oh, Trey Perkins. My dad, Don P. Perkindo, participated in these live streams a lot. He passed... Oh, no. He passed away this morning, and I didn't know how to let his friends know online. If anyone can help with this, I'd be so grateful. Perkindo's gone.
Oh, what?
Perkindo's gone, or his dad?
Gone. Don P. Perkindo. Oh, man.
That's
sorry to hear that, Trey.
Now I'm looking for this comment. Where is it?
Just scroll up. It's like one screen up. Trey Perkins.
My dad, Don P. Perkindo, participated in these live streams a lot. He passed away this morning, and I don't know how to let his friends online know. If anyone can help with this, I'd be grateful. Yeah, we'll put the word out. I don't know. Yeah, I'll go to Twitter. I'll let everyone know there. And yeah, very, very sorry to hear that, Trey. Yeah, Perkindo was a strong part of all our chats.
Yeah.
Ugh, that sucks.
Crazy.
All right, I'll put something out on Twitter.
Sorry, brother. Damn.
Trey, is there anywhere that people can be directed to for sending condolences or flowers or anything of that sort? I'll put that in my Twitter post.
Yeah, if you do like a GoFundMe or anything, just let us know. We'll share it out to the community.
Yeah, that sucks.
Thank you guys so much. This was a big part of his life, and he thought so much of you guys. Yeah, he was here all the time. He was here all the time. Part of the family.
Yeah, we enjoyed him. Good guy.
Aloha, Kevin. Critias says, we love Perkindo. May he rest in peace. Yeah.
Yeah, he might have even been a mod for some people too. Might have been one of yours, Mike.
I think he was.
Yeah. Could have been one of mine. But, yep, that's sad. Trey, I'm going to wait for you to write if you have a GoFundMe or anything like that coming up before I send this tweet out. Yeah, Hikaru says, I was DMing with him less than a week ago. Yeah, Rhaegar says, yeah, he's a mod here. Very sad. Trey, you can, if you have a pen, you can write down John, Jon. Malin, Malin, @gmail.com. And if you guys set up a GoFundMe or something like that, you can shoot me a holler. I'll be happy to share it out later on, in case you guys don't have anything going. So just rewind this, and you'll be able to get that email address from for me. In the meantime, I'm going to share this link or this message out on Twitter.
Yeah. Well, shoot. John Smith says, life is precious. Make the most of it. He was a good guy. He'll be missed. He will be missed. Jeremiah Jones just got here. Said, why ain't you mad? Got nothing to be
Yeah,
mad
why
about.
ain't you mad, Mike? Did people think you were mad about something?
No. No.
Why did you write "I ain't mad Aloha tonight"? Context, please.
It was to do with dude. I've been trying to watch. I think it has something to do with like just the real tragedy and real drama that's happened the past week. That's just, I don't know, when I've been going back and trying to watch some of the other shows that I regularly watch on YouTube, and it just seems like people are mad about stuff that isn't important. And maybe it's just a comparative thing, you know, but I just can't get mad about that stuff anymore. And
Peter Mike says, Mike, what about a prayer for Prekindo? He would have loved one.
Yeah, absolutely. Father God, thank you for these people being here. We know Perkins is with you. We know he was a great part of this community, Lord. It's where you interact with people. They're just words on the screen, but you get to know them. You spend so much time with them every day. And Father, he will be missed. And I just pray that you bring a shroud of comfort and of knowledge that he's in a better place to his family and his friends and those who are going to suffer through this time of grieving, and just let them know that he is with you, and that he is loved, and that their grief is for their loss and not for him, but just that they'll miss him. And just continue to comfort and bless Prekindo's family. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Rest in peace, brother Prekindo. Yeah, so even this, you know, all the other stuff seems so trivial. So I don't know. That's why I was watching that. I don't know. Now that seems trivial too, so. Maybe I should just wrap this stream up. I don't know if I can just go on to trivialities after this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Well, thanks everybody for being here. Thank you, John. Thank you, Art. Thanks, Edwin, wherever you are. And thanks, Prekindo, for being such a part of this community, such a part of this channel. Godspeed and rest in peace.
Yeah, thanks, Prekindo, and our thoughts are with your family. So, best of luck to everyone.
Aloha.
Yeah. Yes. Good night.
Good night.